Welcome to Let's Run It Back, everyone. Today we're diving into part 5 of our series on very special episodes in animated shows. This edition brings together episodes that took on some of the most challenging topics ever addressed in animation, from family reunions and body image to real-world tragedies and violence. These episodes hit home in a unique way, showing us that cartoons could do much more than entertain. They could educate, heal, and sometimes even break our hearts. Let's get into it. Why? Charlie Brown, why? We begin with one of the most heart-wrenching specials in animation history. Why Charlie Brown? Why? Released in 1990, this Peanuts special deals with the topic of childhood illness. The story follows Janice, a classmate of Charlie Brown and Linus, who is diagnosed with leukemia. What makes this special stand out is its quiet, respectful portrayal of how illness affects not only the person, but those around them. Linus, in particular, struggles with Janice's illness and learns to cope with the fear and sadness that comes with seeing a friend go through such a tough battle. Why Charlie Brown? Why is a beautiful reminder of the importance of empathy, patience, and support in times of illness. For many young viewers, this was likely their first exposure to cancer or serious illness, and the episode helped normalize discussions around health struggles, offering a compassionate and educational look at a difficult subject.
I say, hey, what a wonderful kind of day. If you could learn to work and play and get along with each other.
Arthur, April 9th. As a response to the real-life tragedy of 9/11, in the Arthur episode April 9th, a fire at the school shakes up the students, and each character copes with the aftermath differently. Binky, despite being visibly traumatized by the event, refuses to admit he's affected, displaying symptoms of PTSD as he grows more anxious. Meanwhile, Buster missed the fire completely because he overslept. Feeling guilty, he bonds with Mr. Morris, the school janitor who was injured in the fire, learning valuable lessons about friendship and empathy. Arthur and Sue Ellen struggle in their own ways. Arthur is nervous about returning to school, while Sue Ellen, who lost her treasured diary in the fire, faces the emotional weight of losing personal items. The episode touches on how different people respond to trauma, offering a thoughtful exploration of fear, guilt, and recovery, showing the importance of community and healing. The Proud Family. Culture Shock. In the Proud Family episode Culture Shock, Penny Proud spends time with her Pakistani friend's family during Ramadan for a school project. At first, she struggles to understand the importance of fasting and other traditions, treating it as just another assignment. However, as she observes her friend's family, she starts to realize the deeper significance behind their customs. Ramadan is not just about abstaining from food, but about reflection, community, and gratitude. Penny is made to start fasting for Ramadan and gains a newfound respect for her friend's culture. She learns that truly understanding and respecting other cultures goes beyond just observing. It involves empathy and appreciation for their values. The episode highlights the importance of embracing differences and respecting other traditions, delivering a strong message about cultural understanding.
It's like we're likable, lovable, completely huggable. It's life with Louie.
Life with Louie. The Thank You Note. In Life with Louie's episode, The Thank You Note, the story takes a heartfelt turn when Louie is asked by his mom to write a thank you note to his grandma. Like many kids, Louie doesn't see the point and puts it off. However, when his grandma suddenly passes away, Louie is overwhelmed with guilt for not having taken the time to show his appreciation. The episode is a poignant reminder about the importance of cherishing our loved ones while they're still here. Louie's regret and sadness resonate with viewers, as the episode delicately addresses themes of loss, love, and missed opportunities. It teaches an important lesson about gratitude, emphasizing that small gestures, like writing a simple thank you note, can mean the world to those we care about. This emotional episode stands out for its sincerity, balancing humor with a touching reflection on the relationships we often take for granted. Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids, Gang Wars. Next, we have Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids, which was known for its direct approach to social issues. One of the most memorable episodes is Gang Wars, where Fat Albert and his friends get caught in the middle of a feud between rival gangs. The episode takes a bold stance on gang violence, with Albert and his friends refusing to join either side, even when pressured by their peers. The gang war escalates, leading to tragic consequences. But Fat Albert and his crew manage to stay true to their morals, advocating for peace and understanding in the community. Gang Wars tackled the dangers of street violence in a way that was accessible to young audiences but didn't sugarcoat the realities. It reminded viewers that choosing peace over violence takes real strength and courage, especially in environments where conflict feels inevitable. The New Batman Adventures Baby Doll. The New Batman Adventures often explored the psychological complexity of its villains, and Baby Doll is one of the most unique examples. In this episode, Baby Doll, a former child star who suffers from a rare condition that prevents her from aging, becomes a tragic figure, seeking revenge on those she feels wronged her. The episode is more than just a typical villain origin story. It delves deep into Baby Doll's internal struggle with her identity, isolation, and the pain of not being accepted as an adult. Her inability to grow physically reflects her emotional and mental stagnation, making her one of Batman's most sympathetic adversaries. Baby Doll is a standout episode because it highlights how trauma and rejection can shape a person's psyche. In the end, Batman treats Baby Doll not as a villain, but as someone in desperate need of help, showing that compassion is often the most powerful tool in dealing with those who are suffering. Disney's Doug, Doug's Chubby Buddy. In Disney's Doug episode Doug's Chubby Buddy, the show tackles body image and the pressures young people face to fit certain beauty standards. After an offhand comment about weight, Patty, Connie, and Bibi become self-conscious and decide they need to lose weight. Patty, in particular, becomes overly focused on dieting and exercising, to the point where Doug notices her behavior is getting unhealthy. What makes this episode stand out is how it handles the delicate issue of body image and eating habits, especially for a younger audience. Patty's obsession with being thin starts to affect her health and friendships, highlighting the dangers of taking dieting too far. The episode emphasizes the importance of self-acceptance and health over appearance, with Doug ultimately helping Patty see that her friends love her for who she is, not how she looks. Alvin and the Chipmunks. Reunion. In the Alvin and the Chipmunks episode, Reunion, the Chipmunks are faced with the emotional challenge of meeting their long-lost mother. The episode dives deep into the theme of family and abandonment, as the Chipmunks grapple with mixed feelings of joy, confusion, and even resentment over their mother's absence from their lives. The Chipmunks' reunion is not the fairy tale ending they expected, as they confront the reality of why their mother left and whether she can be a part of their lives moving forward. This episode tackles the complexities of family dynamics and estrangement, showing that not all reunions come with easy answers or happy endings. It's a poignant episode about forgiveness, understanding, and the power of family ties, even when those ties have been broken for years. He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. A Friend in Need. In He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, the episode A Friend in Need takes on the issue of substance use through the story of a young girl named Elena, who becomes addicted to a dangerous substance in an attempt to fit in with a group of rebellious peers. He-Man, with his signature blend of strength and wisdom, helps Elena realize that true strength comes from within, and that no external substance can make her feel better about herself. The episode delivers a clear and powerful message about peer pressure and the dangers of addiction, all while keeping the action-packed, fantastical tone that made He-Man so iconic. A Friend in Need was a bold episode for its time, showing that even in the world of swords and sorcery, real-life issues could be tackled head-on, giving kids an important lesson in self-respect and resilience. Static Shock Flashback. Finally, we come to Static Shock's Flashback, one of the most emotional episodes of the series. In this episode, Virgil, Static, travels back in time 5 years to witness the riots that ultimately led to his mother's death. The episode deals with the heavy subject of civil unrest and how communities can be torn apart by violence. For Virgil, it's a deeply personal story as he comes face to face with the loss that shaped his life and drove him to become Static. The episode is a raw and emotional exploration of grief, loss, and the consequences of violence. Virgil's journey into the past allows him to see his mother not just as a victim of circumstance, but as someone who made choices and sacrifices to protect her community. In Flashback, Static Shock takes a poignant look at how systemic issues can lead to personal tragedies, but it also emphasizes the importance of resilience and moving forward. The episode honors Virgil's mother as a hero, and through his pain, we see him grow stronger in his role as Static. It's one of the most powerful episodes in the series, showing how real-world issues like riots and the loss of loved ones can have a lasting impact on young people. The episode doesn't just reflect on the past, but also looks forward, reminding viewers that strength can be found in remembering those we've lost and carrying on their legacy. And that wraps up part 5 of our journey through animated, very special episodes. From Charlie Brown tackling illness, to Static Shock exploring the heavy weight of personal loss. These episodes showed us just how much animation could offer in terms of heart, lessons, and emotional growth. These weren't just kids' shows. They were cultural milestones that helped shape how we think about some of the biggest issues in life. Whether it's learning to accept ourselves, understanding the effects of trauma, or dealing with deep family struggles, these stories hit hard because they touched on truths that we can all relate to, no matter how fantastical or lighthearted the medium. Stay tuned for the next part in this series, where we'll dive back into live-action shows that deliver just as much impact with their very special episodes. Until then, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another nostalgic deep dive. And as always, keep the nostalgia alive.